I was literally I was kind of hyped for last night because I haven't seen Blackhawks hockey since April, the past few
Uh,
seasons. Um, and I was just looking forward to kicking back and seeing what kind of the young guns could do during the game. But it was so unbearable to watch just because it was like buffer, buffer, buffer. And then the fact that you can't even take time to make new Chicago sports network ads. They're the same stale ones from last year. And I'm not talking shit about the people talking about their collection of Blackhawk stuff. I think that's cool. But like they could have done new updated ads, instead of the Chicago security guy. This is our house.
Hey, as
I
somebody who
just
was a subscriber to the NHL $100, which I wish they should bring that back, the $100 like you pay this and you get every single team and watch them every single night sort of thing. Center icing was NHL Center Ice.
yeah.
As somebody who was a subscriber to that for many of years, they had the Malkin goal where he went through Tampa Bay, and that was from like 2012, 2013. They had that same highlight reel that played like for 6 years. So, I don't think you're gonna get your way with the commercials. Now, I'm only gonna say this because I didn't have any problems with the app last night. I had no issues. That was good, dude. I turned it on, put it on my TV, and just let it rip, dude. That's all I had. I had no
Dude, my
issues.
Xfinity internet is good though. Like that's the thing is like so I don't understand it. Like I literally thought about taking my Ethernet cable from my router,
Yeah.
unplugging it from my PlayStation and hardwiring that into my TV and seeing if the video quality was better.
That's what I did. I put it on my
I
laptop and I did that.
because I tested it when I found out that there was an app on my TV. I know I'm sounding like a total fucking boomer right now.
You are.
Um, you know, but I found out there was an app on my TV, so I didn't, have to live in the Stone Age and cast it from my phone. But it's like I get better quality and I get less, I guess, lag and buffer on like NHL 66.
Uh, you know, I too enjoy sailing the seven seas, and I too dun 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 dun. Dun. Yeah, that song plays every week on Sunday. So, that's I get you. This app sucks. The price is terrible. I don't know what
I'm
to say.
sorry, and I'm sorry to have to say this, but you're gonna pay 10 extra dollars to see the White Sox and Bulls? Hell no.
Nobody,
I mean,
nobody is.
realistically, this app should be free with how bad our teams are in Chicago that are on this app. The
Listen, I
Bulls
would
are mid. Yeah, I'm just saying.
I would rather pay your parents to get their password so I can get it for free. Also, I guess it's not free from paying your parents, but I'd rather pay your parents the $10. I'd rather give your parents $10 than give the Chicago sports app $20. So
I mean, Jesus, dude. I mean, think of it this way, and I miss the days of NBC Sports Chicago. I
yeah,
really do because you put the game on their app works. It's perfect. It's fine. It works great.
yeah,
I honestly hate the Blackhawks for this, just for the simple fact of it was rushed. They had no TV deals signed last year, and it was just kind of like, here we go. We're here. Um, they had, I think, what was it? They announced that like 2 years ago that
yeah.
they were going to get their own station, which I still disagree with. They tried Hawk Vision before, and I know I'm going way before your time here. Um, where you could only see them there. Then they went to just road games, um, or if they played on Versus, and then they got their TV deal with Comcast Sportsnet. It's like they did so much to try and re-engage the fan base back in like the late 2000s, or like the before the 2010, like right
Yeah, I
before
get what you're saying.
they went into their dynasty years. And now I just feel like it's just we're taking so many steps back with this whole aspect.
I mean, if I had answers for it, I wouldn't be here. I think that I would, I don't know what the answer is. Honestly, I mean, the answer, I guess, is to put them on some random station, but then you gotta like, they didn't want to do all that
So,
because they didn't want to like pay for a whole like, staff and that whole thing. It's just
but here's my
laziness,
thing.
honestly.
Look, the Dallas Stars network's free. Victory is free. The Victory Plus app to where you can watch Dallas Stars game is free.
Listen,
And
man, they don't want money.
they have an amazing team
They
and
don't
they
want
let
money,
people
dude.
watch their
They're
games for
so
free.
stupid. They're stupid. We're smart. We're obviously smart. We're the ones making money off of this, and people are paying for it.
You
You
know,
just don't
it's
get you just don't get
ticket
this Dallas
prices are out.
Stars thinking.
Ticket prices are outrageous. Food and drinks are expensive. Parking's expensive. You spend, $300 give or take before you get into the stadium to watch a horrible product. And then you're on top of that, if I want to watch your games on TV, it's $20 a month. I don't know where the line ends here. And
There is no line.
while we're on the subject of entertainment purposes, they need they need to bring back whoever was doing their video editing for these opener videos. They need
Oh
to bring
yeah.
them back and just completely revamp everything. And I know I'm going on a rant here a little
No,
bit,
no, no, no. I get
but
you.
the Orchard video used to be so fucking awesome. It used to send chills down my spine
Yeah.
when I'd be in the United Center watching that. And then I go to a game last year and I'm like, this
CM
is it?
Punk.
Yeah. I'm sorry, cool, great that he's a wrestler, in the WWE. Or I'm sorry, I'm gonna piss off a lot of people because I don't know what organization he's from.
He's in
Um,
WWE.
I don't hate CM Punk, but I don't understand what he has to do with the Blackhawks.
He likes
Get
them.
back to what works.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't get it.
no, I get the frustration. I think that there's a when and I mean now I literally sound like Unk when I bring it up, but it's before they got the new big jumbotron thing. They had an opening that they do start the opening pretty cool with the actual horns. Now I will admit that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
But before they had it just playing over the speakers, and it was like showing all the history of the Blackhawks, and then it was them like skating into the city, and then it was
Oh, the Hith Eyes video, yeah,
and there
yeah,
was
the
the
Pirates of the
drums.
Caribbean theme.
Yeah, I loved it. Um, and I don't know, for the reason like I think that, and now you could especially do it because you have all the legacy pictures of the three cups. I think just, and they kind of do it still like with the stitching, and I don't mind the stitching of the jersey, but I think that everything leading up to that and after that kind of suck. And I don't know what exactly they need to do to bring up that hype again, but
Maybe fire
something's
Jamie
different there.
Faulkner.
Ah, yeah, I don't know. Oh man.
Business decisions are not good in that front office. That's the only place I'm going with that, I swear.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I just
I just from a fan aspect, I don't
yeah.
feel like she knows the Blackhawks fans very well and what sort of drew us to become diehard fans of the team.
Yeah, I was a season ticket holder of during Bedard's first season. And I went to I would say probably 15, 20 games, and which is I'm very blessed to be able to do that. When it doesn't even matter if they sucked either. It was just cool, to be able to
Mm.
go to the games. Whenever I would talk to their front office, and this I would talk with them because I would whenever I go to the games, we pick up random stuff, and because I have a friend who works over there, and
Yes,
I
man.
don't know.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I actually can.
No,
Um,
I'm kidding. You
but
don't have to.
whenever I would talk with some of the front office people, not front office into like the GM or anything, I'm talking actually like the people who work with ticketing and that sort of stuff. It's like I don't know if they super get like what they have in terms of like a product where it's like, when you get the calls and being like, hey, you want to re-up your season tickets, it's like, they suck, right? And it's like, then they kind of gingerly say, maybe, yeah. And it's like, we just want your money. And it's like, I know, I get it, but like, I would be way more willing to give you my money if you, the person working for the team, would give me an actual, like, if you knew who the players were and you understood where we're at and how you can actually sell me on being, and like, that's kind of like a top down in terms of like marketing for where you're at. For me personally, you gotta sell me on why I
Mhm.
want to go get season ticket, and that's a deeper thing in terms of like
Yeah,
how you get people, how much time you want to actually waste with each individual person. But it's like, if you're selling season tickets, it's like, you know, you're selling people on the experience of being able to see, uh, maybe not the best hockey, but this is an original six team. This is a team that has a tradition. This is a team that I don't know has been kind of uh, maligned in the back rooms for the last couple of years, but it still has that tradition of being a team that you should want to buy season tickets even if they suck. It's like they sell Maple Leafs tickets for over $150, and when they sucked ass, people would still go. I know different market, but it's like you should be pushing this team to not, oh, they're just the Blackhawks. It's like, no, I don't know. I think that's marketing for the US with hockey in general, but like the Bears have sucked for so long, and the Blackhawks won three Stanley Cups, and it's like they're still second fiddle, not even second fiddle, third, fourth fiddle in the Chicago market, and it's because they don't market the Blackhawks to be this must-see product. They don't engage with the fans to make this a more well-known sport. They don't engage like easily this market should be treating it like Minnesota Wild, like the Minnesota Wild. As much as I love to hate on them, call them the Minnesota Mild. It's like that you can't tell me that their fans don't care because that's all they
right,
talk about. And I know it's different market, but it's not. They have the fucking Vikings. We have the Bulls who suck. We have the Bears
right.
who suck. Like, and the Cubs have just made the playoffs for the first time in 4 years. The White Sox suck. And you mean to tell me the team that won three Stanley Cups in the past 10 years, maybe not, what, last 15 years,
13, 15. Yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
saying.
you know? So it's like,
What are
at
we?
this
Yeah, what are we
point,
doing here?
why do
Like,
they have a radio show at 8 a.m. on Saturdays with Eddie Olchuk, and that's our draw. It's like I'm really happy to see a lot of the YouTube community. We're joining it. A lot of the YouTube community with the Blackhawks. Like there's a lot of
Mhm.
Blackhawks YouTubers coming up now, and I think that's gonna help provide hype for the game. But at the same time, it's like on the outside sources of what like on the day-to-day basis, it's like I just don't understand why we're like all the way. And I know hockey is like this niche sport, but it's like it doesn't need to be when you had a winning team.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, and a lot of stuff has happened, and that's about as far as I'm going to go into that.
Yeah.
That where it, I don't know, maybe turn some people who liked the Blackhawks off, which okay, that's understandable. But at the same
It was
time,
hard to be I mean, as one of those people, I was turned off by what had happened, and
mhm,
I'm not, again, not going into detail with it because we don't need to.
right,
But
right.
like on the very, very simple aspects of it, it was like, yeah, it was kind of hard to be a fan. And yeah, the answers that were given to us at that time kind of sucked. And it's like, I mean, just from an outsider's perspective, being like, how am I gonna sell that to somebody as a, like, how, imagine that season ticket call. Hey, uh, you wanna You wanna? Hey, I don't even want to be on
Yeah,
that must have sucked. But
right.
that's just it's not that's part of the conversation. Yes, I understand. But also it was like when the team was good, we still only had like an hour long hockey or hockey radio show on Saturdays on ESPN. Like even at the
Right.
peak of this power, like while it was popular, the people loved hockey. People still love hockey, but it just wasn't at that level of like I don't know promotion. I don't know what else. Like, what else could you do? It's like, you know. I don't know, just don't make it seem like it's such a far away thing from people. I don't know, it makes it seem like this is within grasp. It's like, no, we need to. Why do people love the Bears so much? Football. It's like, well, because we had the Walter Payton, we had the Bears, the Midway, the monsters of the Midway. It's like we won three
Well,
fucking cups.
we had the Met House on Madison, and we don't even have that anymore.
Yeah, so
That's what I mean.
I
Like
don't.
they've changed like with their marketing strategy, they've just changed so much. It's like I basically like go to games like for like because I took my niece to Blackhawks games last year. We're taking my son and he's free still. So it's like, I'll still do it. But it's like after that, we don't have a reason to spend money to go see this team.
Right.
When I could go see way more competitive hockey down in Rockford or up in Rockford, I'm in the middle, literally in the middle of the United Center and the BMO Harris Center. So let's see. Do I want to spend tickets for 20? Do I want to spend well even Rockford's tickets are going up. So like say for example, I think it was a few years ago, it was like $30 you could sit on the glass.
Hmm.
$30 doesn't even get you in the United Center anymore. No, I'm not trying to have a boomer unk moment here. Um, but for as bad as they've been, ticket prices should not be going up for that. But I know they need to keep,
Yeah.
raising money, to pay for this big, beautiful, obnoxious scoreboard that they got a few years ago. Heaven forbid. I love where their mentality and where the priorities lie. But at some point, for the diehard hockey fan that does not have season tickets, you're going to have to wow me. It's coming to that point where you're going to have to wow me. You're going to have to make me excited to want it to go buy tickets to go to a game.
Yeah, I mean, for me, just because I'm sick in the head and I just love watching hockey, I'll pay for it anyway. And that's kind of like I know it goes against. It's like I don't know, man. It's like I guess I'm one of those people where how people are like, don't go shop at Target or Walmart because you got to go and boycott them. It's like I'm going to fucking Target or Walmart. Yeah, I'm not. It's not gonna make that big of a difference. They need to, if they want to change, they need to make the change themselves. So it's like, I'm not me, my ticket. It's just, I don't know. It's a whole society thing where it's like, I don't, we make a difference with our wallets. Yes, we do. But at the same time, you need enough of a push from everybody to not
Mhm.
go to it to do it. And it's like, look at the Maple Leafs, who are one of the most popular things. Hockey is the number one sport in Canada. I understand this. But look at the Maple Leafs. They haven't done shit and they still raise prices. They raised all their prices with the season tickets this year for Maple Leafs and they haven't won shit. They haven't done any,
No,
and they're not doing anything with the season tickets either. So it's not like they're having a fun new experience, meet the players. It's like still arm's length, like you are the peasant fan. They stay away from me. Um,
speaking of which, they announced their plans, their membership plans for this year, and I couldn't believe the pricing on these. When I tell you that tickets for the 100 level were 25 fucking grand a seat, the 300 level was 5 grand a seat. Because I was thinking, okay, cool, it might be fun, to do with my wife this year. I saw that not only did I almost shit a brick, but I almost had a heart attack too. and it just boggles my mind. I do
I'll
not
I'll go
understand it.
in. I'll go in on you with that if you wanna.
I no, you're again. If this team was a Stanley Cup caliber team, I'm probably fighting with my wife to get membership tickets, and I'm probably fighting her on that to drain a little bit of our savings to do that. But I'm not going to go do it to see. And I'm not trashing these guys. I'm just saying I'm not going. I'm not paying $5 grand to go fucking see Connor Bedard and Nick Foligno. It's not.
I get it.
If you,
I get it.
yeah, and I
I
love
get you.
those guys. Don't get me wrong. You know,
Yeah.
if this team was still, with peak Patrick Kane, Jonathan Tays,
Yeah.
Jalmer Sid, Ethan Seabrook, we're having a different conversation. But
Maybe.
something's going to have
Maybe.
to give. Something's going to have to give.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, who knows what that is? I don't know what that is.
I still
But
don't
that
know how
would
people afford to. How do you afford to drink at the United Center?
I don't. I don't.
These
That's what
are.
I did.
I don't either. I
I go
remember.
there. I don't even know how much average. I mean, like let's just say if I get two tickets, it's like if I get a good seat that I want, it's probably like $90. So let's just say it's $90 wherever I buy it. And then you go there, pay for parking, it's like $25. So then now we're up to, let's just say 20, $115 just to walk into the building. So the $115, then you go and get a drink and something else. It's probably like $25 if you're with somebody and you're paying for them. Let's just say it's 50. So we're already at $180 to just pay for something to get in there. And then I don't know, say you're hungry for something else. You want something else. Probably won't because they already spent $180. Um,
Right.
let's just say you do. It's the $20 or $200 in the bag. You want to go and get a hat. Hat's fucking $40. So you're $240 and you spent 240 on one game for 3 hours. And get this, they probably lost. So
They
um
probably, yeah, you know what? They probably went down by three early, did this fake bullshit con artist thing that they did last year where they'd score two goals in the third period and then they give up the empty netter. Now, Seth Jones isn't on the team to pass it to the other team to score the empty netter. Thank God. And hey, Florida Panther fans, you have at him. I know he won a Stanley Cup with you guys this year, but I look at it that he was turning the puck over and they were always getting scored on when he was on the ice.
yeah. Yeah.
Fucking have him, enjoy him.
Yeah. Take them.
Um, yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
200
I'll,
200
I'll wrap it
some
up there.
yeah, 200 some anyway, that yeah, I guess that's why James hates the CHCSNF. That's why
And
he hates
it
the
turned into a yeah, and I'm starting my war on Jamie Faulkner in the front office.
let us know in the comments below what you think about that. Um
If there's any hate at me directed at me about my take on Jamie Faulkner, it's probably one of her burners, and I don't know if I can take it seriously.
Probably not. She doesn't take us seriously, so